Ladies and gentlemen, dorks and dweebs, nerds of all ages, GeekPod Network Productions is proud to bring to you the most electrifying middle-aged guys in Syracuse, the Doctor, Hugh Allen, the Pod Whore, Paul Showens. Alone, they are single geek beacons in a dark cop drama world. But when the mics go hot, they are GeekPod. God bless me!
Just seltzer, don't worry. Being semi-responsible today.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have a long drive back.
Sunday, man. Hey, guys, welcome to Geek Pod. Is that how you do it? Do you guys usually do intro, or you just jump right into, like...
I have an intro-ish. I mean, I have something I say every time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. Go for it.
Well, this isn't Geek Pod. I mean, this was supposed to be called Pod Bros, right?
Is this... Yeah,
this
are you posting this, though?
Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Probably sooner than our regular episodes, but just saying. Why, did you want me to do the regular?
Yeah, I want to hear what you say.
Hello, welcome to this week's edition of Geek Pod. I'm your host, Paul.
I'm Tom.
All right, see, and that's it. And then we just roll in.
How was that? Was that very, radio hosty? And I'm Tom. How are you guys doing?
Hi, how you doing? Right. And then we would normally go into what's got you geeked, but we haven't done that in a long fucking time.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do an old... I want to hear your... Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we don't have regular shows anymore.
Yeah, but you guys have segments and stuff, so let's do it.
Yeah, but we don't have anything prepared. We can try and fake it.
Like we were gonna.
All right.
So
gentlemen,
explain to me. Yeah, explain to me what this week. What's got you geeked?
All right. That's hard. Yeah, because usually I'm the last one to go because I'm usually the least prepared one in the group.
Oh, so you just kind of
like, you guys go. I said, what's got you geeked?
I guess with two host people is definitely
it's weird, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to step on anything. So all it is what gives me a geek boner?
Yeah, whatever you're excited about that week. Or that month or quarter.
Oh, it is that's easy. I mean, it's not this month. It's next month. But I am most excited about the new season of Stranger Things that's going to be coming out.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a sandbag. Since we just talked about this.
No, that happens. I know. You ever right before you hit record, you have a really good conversation, fuck, we should have waited,
right?
Yeah, it happens, right? And then as soon as the mics go on, it's like, oh god, we're so fucking boring.
Then it gets strange and awkward, like Daddy just hit mommy at the dinner table, and nobody else. That was my house. Sorry.
Do you have sound effects? Because you need a soundboard where you could do or crickets chirping. Do you? Yeah, you need one. You can do one with your phone. So
I may have to do that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to sandbag the whole podcast, but I'm super excited about it. So do you prelim this too? Where you are? I mean, people don't. I mean, if they listened, they know who I am. I'm Tom. I'm from the Geek Culture Podcast, another podcast, friends with you guys.
Yes.
And we are at Syracuse, New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a hard one.
Yeah,
It's a hard one in the mouth.
Crickets.
See, you need post-production on this shit. And we're next to each other, so if you guys know the Geek Pod guys, I was the guy with all the toys to the other side. We're recording this one. This podcast had a different synopsis than actually how it's going right now, though, Paul.
Right, yeah. We kind of promised, rowdiness and obnoxiousness. Yeah. So, I mean, do we just say fuck and does it make it rowdy?
No, yeah, I mean, you say it every couple seconds, and yeah.
That's just
You get to keep your explicit title on iTunes.
So how can we make it rowdy when it's the two of us and two of our friends hanging out?
I don't know.
We flip a table over? I mean, what do we do here?
I mean, we can. I don't know. Audio doesn't really transfer that well for table flips.
No, but we can just put a sound effect in and say we did it.
That's right. Table flip and then crickets.
Right.
Oh, back into what's got you geeked.
Yes.
So I'm fucking stepping on what I'm trying to say.
Sorry.
You've never seen Stranger Things.
No.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Everybody dies. No, I'm just kidding. They don't.
I'm sad now.
It's a great show. Did you guys watch Stranger Things? Or audience interaction? What'd you think?
I haven't watched
You haven't. You watched it.
I watched it.
One episode?
It was
What
really
the?
good.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
I'm sorry.
Watch it.
Okay, I will.
Tonight.
Okay, yeah, now
Fine.
go.
I'm not going to watch the Raiders game. I need something to watch.
No. Burn City.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm pumped to see what they do with second season. So, and that's coming out next month. So I'm pumped about it. What about you, Paul?
I'm actually excited, staying on the whole Netflix thing, is actually catching up on some of the Marvel Netflix shows. Because I literally, earlier this week, just finished Daredevil Season 2.
Oh, I still haven't.
Oh, I had one to go. That's why it was easy to finish.
Yeah.
But excuse me. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you get into the...
Did you watch Luke Cage?
No, that's next on my list.
It's good. That's gonna pull you in a little bit too. It's really
Is
good.
it? And here we go.
Wow, the party is here.
You're over there.
Oh.
Just
I'm
limp.
here to deliver something.
Oh, that just
got a
blew my
goose.
socks off. Oh man, this one's way better than my duck.
Yeah, but she also took 24 fucking hours to do it.
Yeah, but I don't think I could do that. I was just delivered a goose card, which is pretty
All right.
good.
I think we need to explain that.
I need
Nope.
to know that.
No, we're just gonna leave
Nope,
that. If they
just
weren't here, fuck
let
them.
it lie.
Oh, I want to hear this story. I had to walk all the way up here.
And interrupt a panel. I mean, look at him
What
go.
he does. You
No,
mentioned
for the panel that we were on yesterday, I don't know her name.
Shell.
Shell?
I got that. That's all I know.
Shell
She's
from
Utica.
the Roost.
The Roost.
The Roost, another podcast. We were talking about. I wanted her to draw me, so I was like, "Draw me like one of your
That's right.
French girls," and she's like, "It's $20," and I was like, "No, never mind." And then she was like, "Well, that's art." Well, I was like, "I can draw. I'll draw you a duck. It's the only thing I can draw." So she gave me a sketch card, and I drew her a duck, and she was obviously impressed, and she just flexed on me with this amazing goose, and she signed and dated it.
That's awesome.
Yep. So that's the story of the
Sorry,
goose
I
card.
actually did know.
I know. Oh, you did know it?
I did. I'm sorry.
That's
I thought it was something
You thought it was way more interesting? No, it's not.
The deed is done.
Thank you,
Happy
sir.
back.
That's
I'm
what-
Kim Nick. Over and out.
That's webcam Nick, guys.
YouTube Nick. Do we still have the cup? Or
No,
did it
I
get thrown
threw it
away?
away. I threw
Wow.
it away.
That was probably my favorite cup of the
Oh
weekend.
boy.
The cup that said YouTube Nick sucks.
So you're excited about that? You haven't seen Luke Cage?
Nope.
Did you finish? What the hell's her name?
Jessica Jones? Yes.
What did you think of that?
I enjoyed that one because it was so different.
It's different, but did you think it was like way too slow as far as like a story plot and
Yes.
like, climax to the story?
Very slow pacing and the whole... I mean, literally you get to it was like the last 3 beats of the show and it's like, okay, now it's wrapped up.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
way
stopped
too long.
watching it.
you?
That's how it is with those Netflix series. The only one, and I want to keep like harping on it, but the only one that I've like really enjoyed thus far that like kept me and I could like watch the entire thing was Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I
Daredevil
really-
season 1 is unbelievable.
Yes.
Great series.
What are all of them? I just know Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and...
Luke Cage. There's Iron Fist, and then they just came out with Defenders.
Okay.
Right?
Which
Defenders is out
apparently
now.
was- Yeah. It's and it was abbreviated, I guess.
What do you
It was
mean?
like because all the rest of them are like 13, 14 episodes,
Yeah.
and this was 8.
Oh, I like that.
It probably makes it easier to get through.
Dude, okay, you're going to have me chime in on this. There's things about TV shows that are good that overstretch and they contract way too long. Right off the top of my head, Arrow. I love the show. It's too fucking long. There's too many episodes. Episodes are an hour long and they're boring. It's like reading a comic book, but the comic book's a real book and it's boring. There's no pictures. It's just you're reading dialogue for an hour. It's unbelievably terrible. So anything shorter, like if you can captivate me within 8 episodes and it's solid, I'd rather have that than have it stretch and have ups and down hills of like interesting.
Right, where it
That's
seems
why
like
Jessica
they're just
Jones was hard
filling
for me.
episodes, like filling
100%.
space to get to that end point.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you're saying with like Arrow, Flash, and all them, they've got 22, 24 episodes to hit for the full season, so they've got at least 3 or 4 like fluffer episodes that you have to get through contractually.
Got it.
Are those shows like seasons long? Like, are they planned to be season longs or just a season, tell a story, be done with it?
I don't know if there's crossover. There's been like
Which
minor
shows are we
crossover.
The Netflix shows.
There's minor crossover with like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Cage, I knew that one, yeah.
Yep. I haven't gotten far enough into it to know if the other ones cross over.
I know that that the nurse
Yeah,
from
Night Nurse.
Daredevil.
Nurse.
She keeps like showing up and like she is like the connective tissue of all of these.
In actual MCU.
I guess it's throughout all the Netflix shows. She's shown up in every one. I'm pretty sure she fucked Luke Cage too. Just spoiler alert.
Oh, I didn't know that. So here's something that I'd like to see, and I don't think it'll happen based on contracts and how it works. But when Infinity Gauntlet time comes and there's like a massive battle, if they pull in the actors from these Netflix shows and put them on big screen, it's going to make people that haven't watched those Netflix shows go, I want to see the backstory of this.
Right. Well, what are they doing there? Well, now I got to go figure this out. But I'm thinking by now we would have heard about them being on set because we're only 6 months out from the movie coming.
Yeah, but they did leak a couple things. They said something like at one point in time in fight scenes that there's like 28 characters on screen.
Jesus Christ!
Think about that. 28 superheroes. They'd have to have them in there, right?
You would think so, yeah, because there isn't that many main characters in the MCU yet.
I mean, they've had like throwaways like Mantis and Howard the Duck.
Oh God.
Do you know what I mean? Like they could make it work with like throwaway shit characters.
That's possible.
Yeah. So, did you see Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Opening night, loved it.
Oh, you're a nerd. No, that's good.
I'm like, shit, so did I.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't. I did not. I just saw it like 2 weekends ago.
Oh, I loved it.
It was
one
good.
of my favorites.
Yeah? Yeah, me too. Something about, I don't know, I just cast of characters, it just, everybody kind of like chimes in well and perfectly. It's written well, it's directed well, it's just fun. What's that?
Hugh's texting me. He knows I'm podcasting with somebody else, so he's gonna text me.
He's jelly.
He is.
Hugh is peanut butter jelly time.
I text him about it.
You want to send him a selfie of us?
Let's do this.
Send him a selfie of us like really close with these microphones. Are you talking to my microphone and I'll talking to your microphone?
We'll just buddy up.
Like,
Here. Yeah, wait.
Like the glass thing.
Yeah.
I don't see this ending well. Let's try this.
No, this is gonna work.
All right.
This is hot.
All right.
He's gonna like it. Here.
He's gonna love
wait,
this.
you have to hold mine.
Yes, exactly. Like the champagne glass.
Yeah, you
Get
hold
it
this
together,
one.
boys.
Okay.
You hold this one and I'll hold this one.
You can see romance isn't my thing.
This is adorable. I love it every second.
See, and this guy's a pro. He doesn't do the whole dead air thing like I do. Like I'll just stop
Yeah,
and
he
pose.
just stops and.
You have to make noises. You got
But
to keep
then he
people.
points to other people to fill in the spots that he's doing.
You know what's hard? Like, you do a lot of like in real life actions where like I try to narrate it. I'd be like, so like doing that, I make it so obvious that I'm getting a beer. I'll like narrate my life. I'll be like, give me a second, I got to get a beer, and then that's our podcast. Exactly. Or like if you're flipping somebody off.
Yeah, and you tell him about it. I'm terrible.
I'm terrible. I'm flipping you off.
I'm terrible because I'll just do the actions and I get reprimanded for, it's theater of their mind. You have to tell people what you're doing. And I'm like, what? Oh, that's right. They don't see me.
Oh, allow me to, I gotta get the website up so I know exactly when it is. Do you mind if I do like a couple shameless plugs
Feel free.
on this?
That's what we do.
All right, cool. It's gonna be super dead air because I gotta go on the Facebooks for it, I think.
The best dead air is when Paul has nothing to say and he tries to gesture to people and we have no idea what he's talking about or what he wants us to do.
Yeah.
So that's perfect dead air.
We do realize if she's going to keep talking, we probably should plug the other mic.
Yeah, that one should at least be facing out. Maybe she should take a hint.
And shut up? No, I'm just
He
kidding.
just tells me to shut up.
All right, this might get loud for a second when I
You're
thump
good.
this in.
You're good. Shameless plug is I have a couple other cons coming up that I'm going to be attending on behalf of Geek Culture Podcast. That was loud.
What the
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
It's not in all the way.
And that's what she said.
I was waiting for it.
Twinsies.
Oh, God.
Plattsburgh Comic-Con in Plattsburgh, New York, and that's September
This was
30th
Madison.
through October 1st.
No, and that's one of Sam Chase's cons.
It is. That is the same
I like
guy
him.
that puts on Saratoga Comic-Con.
Which he's the guy responsible for bringing us together.
That's it, yeah. He's our love interest story.
Or the Murder Motel. That might have been it, too.
Yes, Murder Hotel. I forgot about that.
Should we send him a thank you card?
We should. Oh, he knows.
I'll get on that.
I let my people get on that.
I just said I'll get on it.
We have people like Rochelle Davis, Axe from Demolition,
Love her.
Rusty Gilligan, that are going to be there. There's going to be a Mad Science panel hosted by Eric Johnson, Andy McDonald. He's a guest star and artist who's done
Voltron, Atom Rebirth, Batman, Tales from TMNT, Amazing Spider-Man books. Great show. Sam's Fun. If you're from or you want to travel to the area, I will be there. I will not be DJ Tom this year, though.
No,
not for this one.
Sam's got to be crushed.
Well, no, it's not for me lack of trying. I've embraced the DJ Tom lifestyle.
Have you now?
Yeah. So I'm not DJing at this one, but I will be DJing at the Saratoga Comic Con coming up, and I think that's the month after. So
Is that a November show?
yes,
Are you sure you'll be doing that one?
it's literally the weekend my wife's due. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but that's reasonably local for you, though. Like, so
Yeah,
if shit goes down,
I can get
yeah.
home, and I can just have somebody cover me.
All right.
Somebody might have to adopt
In
the DJ Tom
the
lifestyle.
in the DJ booth or the delivery room? Someone needs to cover you.
I will not leave the Comic Con. No.
Right, that's no.
We don't even know if it's mine. Let's be honest.
Ouch.
We're just sticking around. I'm sticking around long enough to see what it looks like.
See what happens.
That's right. I'm just kidding.
I'm just putting it out there. I have never met Tom's wife.
You know what?
No
Not a
part.
joke. I've talked about my wife to multiple people on multiple occasions, and there's people that don't believe that I have a wife. They're like, there's no proof. Like you could be bullshitting. I'm like, why would I lie about something like being
Married. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the opposite of what you're supposed
Exactly.
to do.
And it's not like this ring that I got on here just goes on and off. Like I got a mean tan line around there, and so that's dedication. If I'm pulling it off, that's some prestige level dedication shit. So
Well, some chicks dig that.
do they?
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yes.
creepy bitches.
Ask my ex-husband.
Oh, do you want to talk about this?
Do I mean, it's not the first time she's discussed it, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
no bitterness in that.
Okay, obviously.
With the slutty homewrecker. No, there's no bitterness.
Oh, whoa! Escalated quickly.
Well, I
Yeah.
call her to her face, so it's
Oh.
not like
Well,
she doesn't know about it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she's aware regardless.
True. But, yeah.
All right. Dead air. What are we talking about?
We were still doing our What's Got You Geeked, and since she's
Wait,
hijacking a
when is-
microphone.
yeah.
When and where is your next show?
I already did it. Plattsburgh.
When, though? I got the
October.
Plattsburgh part. I didn't get the
October.
date part.
October 30th to October. No, it's not. It's not a full year. Wait 1 second. September 30th to October 1st.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
There you go.
Oh, that's when it is. I'm running low on toys. I killed it this
Yeah, you did.
weekend.
That's good.
Yeah,
Your bins are almost empty.
almost empty
Have to
bins.
consolidate.
Madison helped on that.
She sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hooked her up.
Well,
Yes, you
his
did.
booth is the biggest bang for your buck.
The biggest bang for your buck.
That's what Derek said, right?
Yep.
Did you have you ever looked at my booth?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed anything about the banner? I'm just saying. I'm just asking because I have something to tell you after this. If you say no, it looks good.
I didn't notice. I'll have to look now because
Okay. I spelt something wrong on the
shit.
banner.
Oh, you're not gonna. Don't give it away. I want to see if I can.
Oh, you can pick it out. It's so obvious. I won't do it now. But
I will.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, I have a picture of it, don't I?
You sure do.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing because I had to it cost me a fuckload of money to get that thing printed, and the company was like, hey, well, everything looks pretty good. Do you want?
She's already picked it out.
Did you find it?
I did. I didn't hit the table though, so that's a good thing.
I was like, do you want to take a look at the proof and make sure it's exactly what you want? And I was like, nah, yeah, it's good. Just fucking print it and send it to me. Come on. There's not that many.
You don't
words.
have to zoom. It's
There's
Instagram.
not that many words. There's not that many words.
It's Instagram, so you can't zoom anyway.
Just read it. Or go through the
Read not
Geek
what your brain
Culture
tells you.
Podcast.
Yep.
Welcome's missing something.
Welcome's missing an E, and it's so obvious.
It is now.
every-
It's one of those things that where your brain fills it in for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what it did when I was proofing it. But everybody.
I've been looking at it all weekend. I never got it.
Never noticed
Never
it.
got
I know.
it.
I'm gonna be
Don't
honest
lie.
with you. I didn't notice it until somebody at Sam's last con was like, "Spelled welcome wrong." I was like, "Fuck!"
No,
I could've
it's
gone
just
like,
incomplete. It's not wrong. It's just incomplete.
technically, technicalities. It's
Right.
wrong.
She's had a lot of practice stroking egos, so she's good at that. Egos.
Thank you.
Egos. Yeah.
Yeah, let's throw that out there. Egos. That's
Okay,
a
we both shouldn't
fantastic
take
goose.
drinks at once. That's for sure.
This is a fantastic goose.
It is. It's a nice goose.
All right.
He's been goosed.
Do you know what that is?
Seltzer?
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, don't do the urban. We had a
Urban
bad
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary thing when it comes to birds. It's bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, no, please elaborate.
Goosing? Actually, it's a real thing that people used to do in like the 40s and 50s. It's when you pinch a girl's butt cheek. You
That I
goose
knew.
'em. You go,
Yeah,
goose 'em.
that wasn't
Nice.
half as bad as where I thought he was going with it.
No.
What, like a black canary?
There might be a better urban.
Black canary is very bad.
What's that?
Oh, please enlighten us, Laura. What is a black canary?
We'll have to lay it down a little bit first. We went last year. We did a K-Rock event called Zombie Ball,
Okay.
and we kind of sorta did a cosplay, kind of sorta. And I went as the Bombshell's Black Canary.
Okay.
So she's all 40s and her hair is all done up. And my friend Alex did my hair for me.
Okay.
So I said, he's responsible for what I look like. He Black Canaried me. And Hugh says, oh, that sounds dirty. And he looked it up in the Urban Dictionary, and it's a thing.
Oh, what is it?
It's
Excuse me. Burping again.
it's when you put a canary in your butt.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a Richard Gere gerbil thing. It's
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any proof about this gerbil thing with gear?
I have no personal proof. I'm just,
I mean, you don't. He doesn't tweet you about it.
no.
Want me to? I can tweet him.
I don't think he'll answer.
Yeah, I think he's been dodging that question for like 30 years.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to want to put in your butt.
Right.
So is a black canary or a canary.
Yeah, it's a black when it came out, yes.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
We figured any color goes in, black comes out. That's what we assumed.
Now the best part is we did 6 episodes that
6
night
fucking
from
episodes.
from the K-Rock
Unbelievable.
Zombie Ball, and that was the through line.
every
That and Hugh's
episode, and
ridiculously
Hugh's
long
balls.
balls.
He's got long balls?
Yes.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was the sex with his wife, and that he was in a lot of pain.
Oh, he was injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
She pushed one of them back up or something
Yeah.
like that. That's right.
So his balls in the black canary thing, and my boobs came up in every episode.
How long are his balls?
I don't know firsthand.
They should
You know as much
together.
about his balls as you do about Richard's gear, but
Right.
I think he knows more about Hugh's balls than
Yeah,
Richard
because
Gere's
what-
butt, because they talk about it all the time.
Well, I mean, it became a huge thing when we were down at Nickel City Con in Buffalo.
okay.
And he had a problem. The firm I work for put us up in a hotel
Okay.
down there, and it was a very nice hotel. Like we had like a
It was a very
swanky ass
expensive
room.
hotel.
Yeah, I know. And he comes out, and because I had to work that day, I drove his ass down there, dropped him off in the hotel because our firm is in a different level of this same hotel.
Sure.
And he texts me and he goes, "I think there's going to be a problem." I'm like, "What? What now?" The water level is too high in the toilet. I'm like, "What does that even mean?"
What?
Yeah, and he's mentioned on air
Several times.
why the sitting down thing is a thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because he sits down to pee.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because there's a lot of metal involved down there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. This is
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you really know Hugh. Yeah.
Pay attention. There should be Geek Pod trivia.
Oh, I would totally win that.
Yep.
Probably better than us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
don't
the
drink.
problem
Finish
is,
your story.
the problem is apparently he was kind of Dunkaroon when he was sitting down.
No.
And I'm like, how is that even a possibility? Like, I have no trouble with this, and I've already like power bombed into that thing. And that's when he let on the whole he has really like long saggy balls, and they were he was literally
Dipping them?
teabagging, yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
it was a
wonderful.
problem for him.
That's great.
And then of course because I don't keep anything private, it became a problem for our entire audience. So
And I've heard that story several times.
That's awesome.
yeah, that was the weekend we met Ming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a good weekend.
Yeah, Ming's a good dude.
He is. We ended up. We didn't tell it yesterday when we did it, but we went out bar hopping with him that night.
He's all about it.
He was on a fucking mission.
He was. That boy is short, and he walks faster than any person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, he
we
dragged us
were all over
around
Buffalo.
Beelines everywhere.
Yes.
And I had poor shoe wear on because Paul's like, he's got a thing for feet. Make sure you got pretty shoes on.
She
So
has
I
a thing
did.
for Ming, by the way.
I do.
If you want to relate that
I do.
to him,
Oh, okay.
because he hasn't accepted my friend request.
Oh.
So
Seriously?
I'm big time.
Oh, that's
Why,
so
did he
sweet.
accept yours?
Of course. I've been
Oh, no.
friends with him since before Nickel City.
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
That's how I was getting the messages to him before Nickel City.
nope, he hasn't
Because I have
accepted.
pretty feet.
Yeah.
So I had really
Pictures
bad,
of your feet.
Right.
I had really bad footwear on to be running around
I
Buffalo.
have a good foot story, but keep going.
That's where
That's
my
your
story
story?
ends.
Yeah,
right,
that's.
well.
I mean, it was, and it's fun to tell the story with someone who's actually
Who's
buddies
knows
with
him,
him.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
he gets
that's
it.
awesome.
I had a great Ming weekend. That was like seriously. Like,
He is. He's
Paul crying over Brian O'Halloran and those guys, and me meeting Ming, because
Did
I
you,
have great stories with him, and he told me I was an awesome chick.
Did you hang with any of
podcaster.
the other guys? Was like Mike there or anybody else?
All four were there, but no one else hung out.
Oh, Mike hangs out too.
Mike
No, he
was
didn't. He
there
was
for a little
not
bit, but
happy.
he was happy with me.
I don't know what was going on the next day, but I referenced something. I saw Mike. I said, "Wow, Ming's kind of an animal when you go out." And he goes, "Yeah, it's kind of fucking disgusting, isn't it?" And he just walked by us. I'm like, "Oh, okay, something happened there."
Oh boy.
Yeah,
You want to hear my foot story?
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay, good. So besides doing like obviously the podcast, I like vlog on like YouTube and do reviews for the podcast and everything else. There he is, the Mike man. He's a good dude.
I like him as well.
I do like video game stuff every once in a while. I used to be into it a lot more than I currently am. But I used to live stream. I used to do like Twitch stuff and like breakdowns and play with or like let's plays and all this other shit. And I was on Twitch one time and I was talking to my buddies. I think we were playing Destiny or something, and they were like, "Oh, Sal Otero too. Yeah, he's a cool dude too.
Love that guy.
Yeah." Sorry. So I'm playing video games.
My fault.
And, yeah, I'm like, oh, and Sal, I have a story about him. So I'm playing video games, and my buddies are like, how many people are watching? I was like, I got like 10, 12 people watching. Like, it's like super, super small, like not really doing good. People are talking to me in the stream. And they were like, you need to do something crazy and get like a lot of people like interested in you. And I was like, I don't want to get kicked off like this.
Right.
I can do things on camera, but they're not appropriate for Twitch. I'm an all ages watch. And they were like, well, what can you do? And I was like, I'll show my feet. And they're like, you should do it. Like, make it really weird. Like, play video games and like touch the controller with your feet and shit. So I started doing it, and then it took off. And then there were 30 people watching. And
Your feet?
And then there were like 50 people, 60 people, 120 people. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, it went like, like when you tell a joke and like, there's a punchline, it's like kind of fucked up, and you're like, oh, that punchline's funny, but then you realize that the person's not telling a joke and they're just a shitty person. Right. It was like that joke, the feet thing was like, oh my god, people are watching your feet, and then you realize, like, dude, there's people watching your feet. Like,
right.
It was gross, but it was really funny. But that's my foot story. So somewhere, in the world, I had at one point like 150 people like
Watching your feet.
watching me play video games with my feet, and like, I can only imagine how many people were touching themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I've been on the receiving end. But yeah, that's my story. Sorry.
All right, we got about 10 minutes before we got to wrap this up.
10
Just to make sure
minutes.
Optimus Prime gets his spotlight. Here.
That's right. We So wait, we had plans for this. So we were gonna drink beer. You're the only one upholding your end of the bargain on that
That's
one.
not really beer, though.
No.
Bud Light. It's Labatt.
It's Labatt Blue Light Lime. That is
Yeah.
not beer.
I gotta tell you, when we went out, he made the production yesterday, and we go out to the trunk, and he pops the trunk up, and I saw this, like I died a little inside.
Does Tom know you guys do the Beer Bastards thing and you review beers and such? Did you know that?
This is another show.
No, it's part of Geek Pod.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You do beer reviews.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
That has more traction than the comic book reviews, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Comics
I'm
are
not doing
hard, dude.
comics.
We stopped doing comics. I mean, still like them. I can appreciate them, but there's too many. Like this point, they're so expensive. I can't keep up with multiple titles and runs because I'm not going to pay $5 to read a fucking issue of a comic book.
And it's not like it's like a good read anymore. It's like you feel like you sit down and okay, I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep. No, I know.
I have a
don't
hard
want to
time
shit
with
on
it.
like the comic industry, but it's a hard thing for me to like stand behind. I'm more inclined to like buy like graphics at this point. Like if I'm going to read something, I'll be like, I just want an entire book.
Right, just finish off the story at once.
Don't make me wait.
I have a couple of those too.
Yeah. Don't make me wait. I just want to get it all in one shot. They're cool.
Yeah.
To have on a shelf. You just get your own little nerd library. That's the
And
way
I
to
have
do
a
it.
hard time jumping in the middle because Paul will be like, oh, you should read this. And I'll go try to find an issue and I can't.
You won't
So I
find it.
can't start in the middle. So I kind of have to. It's very difficult.
Do you guys have polls? What's your local comic shop?
Cloud City.
It's Cloud City?
Yeah.
Do you have polls from Cloud City?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's in your poll list?
Paul's is very short.
Very small now because they keep canceling everything I read. It's
probably you.
At this point, it's Nova and Moon Knight.
Nova
That's
and
all
Moon
I
Knight.
have left. Yeah. And
That's
I think
it?
they just
Really?
canceled Nova, so it's.
Oh,
Moon Knight.
really?
Yeah.
Is Moon Knight doing well?
It's doing all right. It's kind of a niche book because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fucking weird.
It's very
Yeah. The artwork I remember on that first episode was unbelievably good.
Yes.
Super good.
It's kind of weird how we just had Cloud City and
then
Steph Watkins.
His
His
That's
ears
kind
were
of
ringing.
crazy.
Ears are ringing. What's on your
Bizarre,
poll?
Jeff. My pull list is much bigger than Paul's
Okay, let's
because
hear it.
I have the DC Bombshells, which I read religiously.
Yeah.
Well, when I actually go into the store, because I do once a month at this point. I have the DC Bombshells. I have anything with Wonder Woman on it,
Okay.
and the Superman Rebirth and Supergirl. I'm attempting to read.
Really?
Wow. Look at you.
I think I have Moon Knight in there, and there's some other kind of I can't think of off the top of my head. I have Superman. Oh, Action Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
what's in my box.
I got one. I used to do a bunch. The only one that I've kept up with since I started getting back into comics is Walking Dead.
Nice.
Yep, and I jumped right in at issue 100. So
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's right about.
Oh, I also have Princess Leia and Darth Maul because my
Those are
boy's
good books.
Darth Maul, so I get the Darth Maul for Tony.
I was pulling the Harley Quinn book for a while, and then I just I thought it was going to be cool, and it was really lady geared. It was it was just
I don't have Harley in my box
It felt like
anymore.
a girl's comic. It was written for. It was by. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I got rid of that one. But I kept Walking Dead, but then I stopped reading them. I just literally go in and I collect my comic, put it in my bag and board, and it's in a long box now because I don't want to spoil the show.
See, we've had
I'm not
several
gonna spoil it for
conversations
myself.
about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they yell at me because I don't read the Walking Dead comics.
Yeah.
Neither do
I
I.
strictly watch. Okay, so Hugh yells at me because I don't read the Walking Dead comics.
I read the first 6 issues, that's all. And I read that in trade years ago.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure the guy sitting across from us at the table talked me into picking that trade up.
Yeah.
I just couldn't keep up with
It's
it.
good books.
So.
Did somebody say my name?
That's what you're saying was funny.
Literally, a minute before you walked in, we were
Right?
a Cloud City Comics, and then peeking around the corner. That's good.
He's creepy like that.
Actually, my worst fear in life is that I'm secretly a creep, and everyone thinks I'm a creepy dude, and no one ever tells me. So, I'm not afraid of snakes or fire or planes or water, but I'm afraid that I'm secretly a creepy dude.
You just don't know.
Creepy dude never knows that creepy dude's creepy. Creepy
tell
dude
you.
thinks, creepy dude thinks he's the life of the party and all the girls want him. And he's like, hey ladies, what's up? Nice nip nips, and says something awkward and walks away. And he's like, yo, nailed it. And then after he leaves the room, everyone's like, I would rather stick a pen in my face and right in the eye than ever talk to that guy again. So my fear is that secretly everyone feels that way about me.
Yeah, I've never had that as a fear, but now you say it.
Right,
I'm
now
I
it's
think
gonna
I have that
affect your
fear
head,
now
yeah.
too.
Dude, let me plant those seeds of insecurity.
This is the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. Because I'm
hate yourself.
pretty sure I've said nip-nips before.
See?
And you read a page out of my fucking autobiography.
More awkward the better, man. Awkwardness can be awesome, but
It's my wheelhouse.
new in bookstores, Paul Show and Story. Awkwardness can be amazing.
Embrace your awkwardness.
I think.
On sale at fine bookstores everywhere.
Right. You'd carry that, right? If I did.
I'd carry it to the trash can.
It'd have to have pictures in it.
Just kidding. I want an autograph and a dick drawing in the cover.
Understood.
Yes.
Do it. That's about all I can draw, but
You should. I'm gonna be honest with you. At the table, at the Geek Pod table, you should have one of those setups for the art and just have sketch cards of just different dicks, shapes, sizes, and colors.
Family fun, man. Can you imagine going to a Comic-Con, you got your kids in each hand, oh, mommy, look, Spider-Man. Mommy, look, Spider-Man Ranger. And then they see your booth, and it's just
horrifying.
A cornucopia of
Just
dick sketches.
poorly drawn dicks. Yes.
A famous artist, I will not name names, was at a Comic-Con that we were at, and we decided to draw a bunch of dongs, but we drew them as different, we drew all the X-Men, but it was all
Superhero
like
dicks.
dongs. Well, not just it was a dick with claws. That was Wolverine. There was a dick with thunder and lightning around it. It was Storm, and a dick with a tail that was half disappearing. It was Night Dick Crawler, and a dick that was made of metal. So it was Colossus Dick. It just was a bunch of the X-Men as dicks. And this is fun. Let's keep going. And we did it. And then we imagined. I had
How was that?
I had a Ghost Rider dick, and the balls were on fire for the wheels. I was not playing, dog. Please don't ever share this to the public. This is just a conversation that will be.
Oh no, this is the best part.
Do I have to cut this part of the show?
No, I mean, I guess not. Just pretend I'm somebody else.
You didn't mention
This is
me.
TJ from Larger Than Life.
Just kidding.
Thanks
No
for
one,
listening, guys.
no one sucks that much.
This is basically the devil. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Satan.
I like that. He's like, don't share the dick story. I'm just gonna call out people though.
Right.
People with real names.
I'm telling you right now, that's someone who's been called out on our show before. So trust me.
Very aware.
Somebody may or may not have called in like a public safety type bomb threat thing yesterday. I may or may not have been dragged out of this convention by law enforcement and the head of campus security on Friday to be warned that somebody called in a public safety threat to the convention. Someone actively tried to get this event shut down for no other reason than just to be like,
Just be a douche.
just to be, yeah.
That's a shit
Told
thing.
you.
Yeah, that's insane.
He thought I was kidding.
No, man, it's cool. It's like AIDS and Nickelback had a baby,
Oh, jeez.
and then they hated the baby, and then they made fun of this baby, and then the baby was like, I'm gonna draw dicks on the whole world. Now, really, don't put that on anything.
I will not use that as
You
a
went
title.
into post-production, now you are.
Right, yeah, I don't have a choice now.
Post-production.
So you're familiar with like many of the artists here. Do you think anybody would take dick commissions downstairs?
I think Matt would.
I'm not really into like
Matt would do it.
Matt totally would.
Yeah,
Yep.
Especially if I rolled up and asked
Yep.
for it, yeah.
I know what we're
He
doing.
totally.
after
He would
the
make me a
recording.
Wonder Woman dick.
That's
Let's see if this happens.
Wonder,
can make it happen.
A Wonder Woman dick.
Yeah. She probably has.
Yes, I mean we're a progressive
Bigger than some
society.
other
We can. If Wonder Woman wants a dick, she can have one.
Exactly. And she's Wonder Woman. Who's gonna say no to that?
Equal opportunity dicks. Good. What are we doing for time?
We are just about out of it. We got to clear out for Optimus Prime.
Okay, cool beans.
Fuck yeah, bro.
That was creepy. See, you're
See,
doing
he's a
the creepy
creep.
thing.
He's a creep.
He's making the creepy
thing
happen.
on
Creepy
there.
guy comes in. I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look, honey.
Does that work?
I don't know. I don't say dumb shit. As evident by the fact that we're probably going to edit the last 15 minutes of this.
It's literally just gonna cut right at the end. Cool.
Right. I'll have to record some like extra ending to make it sound good.
Just put the alternate ending.
Just take out the part that I named another person that was rotten and beneath me and petty. And Syracuse is a petty city. I mean, we chased Aaron Carter out of our city straight into the hospital. It's a level of pettiness that most cities wish
We
they
sure
could
did.
achieve.
Can I hear
But-
the story?
We're a
Like
bunch of
Aaron Carter,
assholes.
Like Aaron Carter. Oh, Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, he just performed at Sharky's in Liverpool,
Yep.
and he apparently is struggling with some addictions. And he took the stage, and a bunch of people were like, "Wow, he looks anorexic. He should just die." They just literally belittled him until he walked off stage and went straight into the CPAP unit of St. Joseph's Hospital.
Yes. No. That is a true story.
Can't make that shit up.
And the fans of Syracuse bullied him into the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
our
Well, we
latest.
shamed him.
Of course, later he was arrested for driving while pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel awful about all the things I just said.
Don't.
I will just cut it off.
We would
Can I-
never edited Jeff Watkins.
I've been this like
before.
nice guy all weekend, and all this stuff's going on behind the scenes, and I'm just like smiling the whole time. So then I see my friends, like my genuine friends. I mean, I've known Paul for
Ever.
like 15 years or more. So I'm just like, dude, I need to vent, and then I'm like, I know, I'll just say a bunch of dumb.
I'll do it on the microphone.
Dude.
This looks like a perfect opportunity. You should have
Man,
done it.
please don't. Yeah,
I will not.
please,
Yeah.
please. Edit everything I said that I wouldn't want to be.
We also have to stop referencing it, so I have an endpoint at something. So,
Do you want to go around the horn? Last plugs and everything?
yes.
We can just end at Comic or Cloud City. What's in my box, and then be done.
All right, plugs. I really have nothing to plug at the moment except Syracon, October 22nd.
Where?
Holiday Inn on Electronics Parkway, Liverpool, right?
Yep.
All I do is you tell me where I'm supposed
I
to
know.
show up.
I'm sorry.
and
I'm
that's
sorry.
it.
I should have done that. Sorry. And Teddy was here yesterday. Tom met Teddy yesterday.
Yeah, we never got to sit down with Teddy.
Yeah, he's like, next time. I'm like, you say that every time.
All right, Jeff, what do you got going on?
I would like to say that the Red Skull, Green Goblin, Magneto, Darkseid, and the Joker are very fine people, but Captain America, Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Justice League, sons of bitches.
Accurate.
Okay, I'll let that abide. You can't argue with Stay Gold on that stuff.
It's good.
And I say that with all the sarcasm and hostility that I can possibly muster.
Right. I think it came across. I think you're all right with that.
You get it? You get what I did? Because creepy guy always points out the obvious.
Right.
You get it, pool wiener? Because, like, it's cold, you know? You get it? You get what I'm saying? Get it? Like, my penis is small because the water was cold and I jumped in the water. Get it? You know? Get it? See, that's my fear. My fear is that I'm perceived that way, so I thought I'd come in here.
Just gonna hammer it in. No.
Yeah. Are we plugging things?
Yes, please do. What do you have to plug?
It's good.
I would like to plug my favorite book right now.
Okay.
It's published by Dark Horse Comics. It's called Black Hammer. So good. Just won the Eisner for Best Series.
Nice.
And if you don't like it, something's wrong with you because it's dope.
Cool.
Bing. Tom, Geek Culture Podcast. My next show is Plattsburgh. That's September 30th to October 1st, and then after that, I'll be in Saratoga. So I can see you guys there. Find me on Instagram, Twitters, and the Facebooks.
Close it out.
My plug is the same as Paul's.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's not what I was talking about.
Sorry. I'll do that.
Okay.
And Megabite me, bitches.
This has been a Geek Pod Network production. Show notes and links to our social media can be found on our webpage, www.geekpod.com. That's G33kpod.com. Want to help us out? Please rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. Reviews really help keep us on the charts. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.